Hi guys, so this is random, but I was talking with my friend at the gym. I actually met a guy who's understanding of all this spiritual stuff that I encounter in my life. But it was a crazy conversation because um it was just crazy. He was explaining how 'cause I've reflected on my life and every problem I've had repeats until I learn the lesson. Sometimes I didn't learn had the same exact lesson and I didn't learn it for like 20 like 15 years, 10 years. And it's like, oh, I get the lesson, like the same pattern just keeps repeating and repeating for like the past 10, 15 years. I'm like, oh, I get why this keeps repeating, like finally I get it. Or but anyways, my friend was telling me, and it was like a realization I had a while ago, but when he said it, it really hit me and it made me internalize it better, that every problem just repeats and repeats until you learn the lesson. So when I learned that, my life has been changing because I'll go out, like get out the house. There'll be little things, like minor things, like nothing a big deal to go to therapy or vent to someone about, but like little problems or just things I just don't like when people do. And I'm like, sometimes I confront them like an idiot or I say something, but lately I've been more aware that holy crap, every single problem I've had, they're all the same underlying lesson. Like there's a pattern in every problem I have. And then when I get the lesson, I move on from that problem. Like my latest one was me feeling like a coward or a bitch because I got called out one time as a kid. And I just kept repeating the lesson for the past, ever since that day I was in 8th grade. I'm like 24 now. And it's like, I've been trying to prove for the rest of my life that I'm not indeed that. And that gets me into problems. Like, oh, I should say this to not be a coward. If someone says something, I should say this so I don't seem like a coward. Or if I talk to someone and they do something I don't like, if I don't say it or confront them, then I'm a B. But it's just the same underlying dynamic. Like I went to Best Buy and some guy was like, I was like, oh, he said something. I didn't hear what he said. So I was like, oh, what'd you say? And he was like, not a confrontational, just curious. And he was like, oh, I thought you were leaving. So I said, have a good day. And I was like, I should say something because if I don't, I'm a bitch. But, it had benefited me. Like I have gotten braver because I try to prove that I'm not a bitch. And just by me trying to prove that I'm not one, I have proven to myself, okay, I'm not a bitch. But at the same time, it's like, just get to the cause. Like, if I believe I'm a bitch, why do you believe that? And then just drop that belief. But I did it the stupid way. I got called a bitch, and it ran me for years. And I still sometimes does, where I have to prove to myself and everyone that I'm not a bitch. But I don't even know what it means. I don't know if it means cowardly or feminine, or I don't know. But I interpret it as being cowardly and feminine. So I've been trying to become a brave man, and I'm braver than I've ever been in my life. So I got something out of it. Like I believe everything happens for a reason. So I mean, if I wasn't calling a bitch, I would have never became as brave as I am now. Because sometimes I'm like, if you don't do it, you're a bitch. So, and I do it, like approaching a hot girl. But now it's like I learned the lesson that lessons repeat until you learn the lesson.